Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show for Friday, October 22nd, 2021. Welcome to another eBay video. Tonight, I'm going to introduce you to the most impatient eBay buyer in recorded history. We're also going to talk a little bit more about buyers complaining about slow delivery. I'm going to talk a wee bit about Hess toy trucks, yesterday's seller check-in on eBay, the upcoming contest video, and quite a few other eBay comments, questions, and concerns that you guys had. So that being said, let's jump right into the questions, comments, and concerns from you good people. Chris Tiger wrote, "Hi Joe, I have 9,000 items to change, of which 6,000 of them is specific required. And even if you change them, it doesn't save the specific. I don't know if any genius with 100 to 500 items understands how big a job it is. I'm ready to close my store. If I don't, I'll just go crazy. I have already done it once in May to July this year." Chris Tiger and everybody else, did any of you guys attend yesterday's eBay seller check-in? It was shown at 11 a.m. out in the West Coast or 2 p.m. here. And yes, I did attend. So if any of you watched that, you would see that they did touch on the item specifics. Brian Burke stated that if the item specific is required, you need to do that as soon as possible, but you do have till, I believe it's the 22nd of February, don't quote me on the date. If the item specifics are recommended, just recommended, you don't have to worry about them right now, but eventually you may have to. In the video that I made the other day, I showed you guys screenshots of where I have over 1,000 items that have item specifics recommended but not required. If any of you guys have item specifics required and could send me a screenshot of what your screen looks like, it would probably look something like mine did, only it would probably say required, maybe even in red lettering, I don't know. That would be so great. I need to see what that looks like. crazynydriver@aol.com is my email, spelled the same way as this channel, just with at aol.com. If any of you can send me a screenshot of what your seller dashboard looks like when you have item specifics that are required, okay? Road Warrior wrote, "eBay Concierge should be available to everyone. Why is it only available to a few select ones?" Well, Road Warrior, I answered your question in last week's video in the comments section, but I thought the question was important enough to talk about here. Any eBay seller who's a huge seller, like a big box seller, the kind with the anchor store, those guys automatically get eBay Concierge because an anchor store is very expensive. I don't have the price off the top of my head. It could be $500 per month. I can't afford an anchor store. Most of you can't, okay? But if you could, you'd have eBay Concierge included in your store package. Also, serious sellers like myself who went to eBay Open in the past were given Concierge as a thank you for attending. Guys, I live on the East Coast, and it is a pretty big endeavor for me to fly all the way out west, okay? So I'm very appreciative and thankful that I did get Concierge. Now, Road Warrior, I don't know how big of a seller you are, but in today's comment section, would you please tell us, do you have an eBay store? And roughly how many items do you have on sale right now? I mean, for real small mom and pop sellers that sell, less than 5 items a week, I don't think it would really pay for you to have Concierge at this point. But for you bigger sellers, and Road Warrior, I'm imagining that you're a bigger seller, all right? It may, I think, I would suggest go to eBay Open next year, all right? You'll have a great time. You'll probably get concierge, but one thing I can guarantee, you'll get to meet the crazy New York driver. Vegas Valley Vintage wrote, I sell photos, vintage photos, mostly old snapshots, and even though they were all listed in the collectibles, photographic images, photographs category, eBay required me to add the item specific, photograph. Crazy. It also seems like so many of the item specifics don't apply to the item. Example, an outfit for a 3 to 6 month old baby, asking sellers to fill in item specifics such as occasion, with options like formal, clubbing, cocktail dress, workplace, and other such nonsensical choices. How can eBay ding you for leaving these blank, especially when there is no NA option? Now, Vegas Valley Vintage, in the video I made the other day, you may remember I highlighted some of what you were saying. For instance, I had in the title bar, Toyota 15-inch hubcap. Yet, it's making me add the specifics 15-inch and hubcap, even though it's given in the title bar. So, they say that it's going to help you be found in search quicker. But I've also read comments that other sellers have performed comparisons and their items weren't found any quicker. So I'm just giving you the information right now. 5797029, Mike wrote, Joe, good job getting the negative removed. Since this buyer is a serial feedback abuser, I'm concerned about the other 61 victims who've been told tough luck, the feedback stands. I am currently the victim of 2 feedback abusers like this one. Numerous calls and eBay for Business on Facebook have refused to do anything. Mike, could you tell us a little bit more about your situation? In the case I showed you last week with the serial feedback abuser, it was cut and dry. The person complained that they didn't get their item by eBay's promised delivery date, and I could show the eBay representative that I shipped the item out the next day. Cut and dry, bang. Now, Mike, I want to know, are your situations similar to mine? Or are they different? Are they cut and dry? Or is it a he said, she said thing? Please tell us in the comment section. Give us a little more info. Or if you're not comfortable doing that, you heard my email earlier, email me. I want to know more about this. Dennis Copper wrote in, Joe, I know you love seniors. When they come into your brick and mortar store, your eyes light up. They can speak your language. If they are really good, they could even teach you something. For that, you count them as precious. I am the same way. Dennis Copper, as usual, is right on the money. And Dennis, what I like the most about seniors is that they've lived through history that we haven't. And they can tell us factual eyewitness accounts of certain things. Now, I know this has nothing to do with eBay, but as you probably know, I am a historian. I'm a registered member of the New York City Historical Society, and I am deeply involved in New York City history. An example of what I'm talking about here would be back in the year 1960, I believe, there was a very bad plane crash. A commercial jet and a corporate jet crashed. I believe it was over Brooklyn, all right? A lot of people were killed. One plane went down in a certain section of Brooklyn that I can't remember, and I think the other one went down in a field in Staten Island. And there was a young boy on the plane that crashed in Brooklyn, and he lived maybe for a day or two. He was the only person that survived the impact, but he died shortly thereafter. And I had never even heard of this until I was doing some research with some other people that I know. And if I could find a senior citizen that was old enough to remember the year 1960, that person would be a wealth of information because they could tell me so much about that incident and others like it. So I'm just telling you this little story to reinforce what Dennis Copper said. Nancy Stockwell wrote, Joe, one of the most valuable things I've ever learned from you was to remove my personal information from my business cards. Case in point, an elderly lady called me months ago saying she couldn't open a return through eBay. There was no record of the transaction, etc. I tried to walk her through it, but to no avail. I had to block her from calling me. Then she started emailing me, getting more and more abusive. I blocked her there too. I just had my 59th birthday a few days ago, and I do try to be sympathetic to elderly people trying to navigate the online world. Usually it goes well, but then again, I don't sell on eBay Motors, LOL. Some people are just not meant to be online. On the other hand, my 74-year-old sister and my 79-year-old brother both know more about computers and technology than I will ever learn. Keep the videos coming, Joe. Every Saturday morning, I drink my coffee and listen to you. Always an informative and enjoyable start to my day. Nancy Stockwell, thank you for the kind words. And I have a great story that I'll be telling shortly that actually relates to your comment. Kilo 1212 wrote in, I had to truncate his comment for brevity. Joe, I had a buyer who constantly claims, I did not buy this, and eBay doesn't do anything about it. 2 days after the purchase, she opened item not received claim, and before I got to see the claim, she opened a chargeback. In the meantime, I got 10 messages from her, all within 1 hour, calling me all sorts of names. This goes back to what we've been talking about for many months, that there are too many loopholes in the eBay return system. How can a buyer claim they didn't order it and at the same time open a request? And as far as the chargeback is concerned, I have an idea. What do you guys think of this idea? I think that anytime a buyer opens a chargeback on eBay, it should go immediately to Trust and Safety, where Trust and Safety will review both the buyer's side and the seller's side and take punitive action against the offending person. Is there anybody that disagrees that that's a good idea? Now, I'm not saying it's ever going to happen. We know it's not. But I think that would be a great idea, and everybody would win, and it would stop some of this nastiness with these, I didn't order this. If you didn't order it, why are you filing for a return, and why are you doing a chargeback? I don't get this. Model 101 Series 800 wrote, this is a comment he says he received from an eBay buyer. If this hasn't shipped yet, please cancel. Grandson ordered, not me. Thank you. Again, the buyer is wrong because all buyers are responsible to safeguard their account. I'm not concerned about this guy's grandson, all right? You have to safeguard your account. His grandson has no business being on his phone whatsoever. Who knows what other dodgy material came across on there. Skinny Cow wrote, Joe, I'm concerned. That shirt you're wearing looks like to be sporting the Dallas Cowboys star emblem. Tell me it ain't so. And 2 interesting comments replied to him. The first was Dennis Copper, and he said, I thought that star was for the support of the Milky Way galaxy. But Bill Still wrote in what I think is the funniest comment, that when I read this, I swear I busted out laughing. Bill Still wrote, I thought it was the 1 star he should be leaving most eBay customer service reps. I love reading funny comments like that. That is great. All right, guys, on to new business now. I want to tell you firstly the story about the most impatient eBay buyer I've ever encountered in my 22 years on eBay. So follow along with me as I read to you how this went down. Not long ago, a person ordered an item from me. The person has one feedback: paid because I require immediate payment, and I shipped the item off the very next day. The expected delivery date that eBay posted on the listing was the 18th, a few days ago. So, at about 5 p.m. on the 18th, I get a message through the eBay contact system from the impatient buyer, and she says, "I never received my item." Guys, who is that antsy that they're going to contact the seller the very same day that the item is supposed to arrive? Okay, that was the 18th. How did I respond? I responded with what Dennis Copper would call crickets. Got nothing to say. Very next day, October the 19th, 3:50 p.m., she opens a case against me, item not received. It is one freaking day late. But still, that didn't upset me. I expected her to do that. Didn't upset me at all. That was 3:50 p.m. What do you think she did 10 minutes later? I'm going to stop the video. I'm stopping. I'm going to take a drink from the Fox News Cup of Life. While I'm drinking, yell out your answers. This is the ceremonial Fox News Cup of Life. Happy is he who drinks from it. All right, stop, stop, stop! Several of you guys yelled out the correct answer. She had the unmitigated gall to call me. To call me! And say, I didn't get my item. Now, if she would have called me before opening the case, that's one thing. But who opens a case and then calls the seller? That's wrong on so many levels. And you know me and my Italian temper. I mean, right is right. I want to help people out. But if somebody is going to ram me, I'm going to respond in kind. I said, you don't have the right to call me here. All right? I said, you didn't buy it from me over the phone. I said, not only that, you opened a case against me. I said, you are not allowed to take this transaction off eBay. This is a serious breach of protocol. I said, if you would have called me before opening the case, well then yes, I would have helped you. I would have walked you through the situation. But no, now I'm not going to. I said, if you want to contact me through eBay contact system, that's fine. All right? That's the way we're going to do it. I said, I'll respond to the case, and we'll go from there. 5 minutes later, she sends me another message through the eBay contact system, where is my item? This is 5 minutes after we got off the phone. Crickets. Next day, another email. Where is my item? And on 21st, which was yesterday, one more email. Where is my item? Now, as far as the case is concerned, I have till the 23rd to act on it. eBay gives us several days to act on the case, which I think is good. Okay? Now, the tracking clearly shows that I shipped the item the day after she purchased it. So I'm safe. Okay? It shows it left the Oradell hub, and I think the next destination was maybe Jersey City, I'm not sure, or Newark. But we're having a lot of problems here with the post office, and tracking shows it hasn't moved, okay? I'm hoping that by the 23rd, it will show either some activity or maybe even delivery, which is why I'm holding out and not answering the case yet. I will answer it on the 23rd for sure, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting and hoping that it shows delivery. I've shipped a lot of items last week and this week, and just about everything made it. I had one other guy on the 20th email me, another itchy person. How come my item is being held up? I checked the tracking, It's not even freaking due. I think his item is scheduled to be delivered on the 23rd, I think, if I remember correctly. And he's contacted me on the 20th, wondering why it's being held up. You know what I said to him? Correct. Nothing. This has got to stop. A couple of interesting things I want to tell you really quick. For those of you guys who know, I'm a big Hess toy truck collector. Hess toy truck went and released this year's model already a couple of days ago on the 18th. And it's not even a truck. This year it's a plane with a helicopter inside. Okay? I am disappointed on very many levels. I always prefer the Hess toy truck to be a truck of some kind. Now, if it's a truck with a plane or a helicopter on it, well, that's fine, okay? But no, they went this route this year. They also introduced the toy unusually early on the 18th of October. It totally takes the fun out of it. When I was a kid, the Hess toy truck was always a symbol of the holidays and was always released early in December. And it was festive and it was happy, and they totally ruined the whole collection process, in my humble opinion. I think, in my opinion, it's a money grab. I think they did it early so they can sell more for the season that's coming up. I don't know how popular this truck, I shouldn't say truck, I should say this toy is going to be. I don't think it's going to be as popular as many of the ones in the past. Usually, I have a pretty good feel for this kind of thing. I've been collecting for a long time. I will probably do a Hess toy truck video somewhere down the road. I haven't ordered anything yet. I will, so probably down the road you'll get to see that in person. I also want to do a contest video. I can't wait any longer on this because one of you lucky people is going to win $50 worth of eBay shipping supplies from me. And it took me a long time to think about what I wanted to make the contest. I want to make it something that's difficult, that's going to require thinking. And I think I finally come up with something good, okay? I'm going to make a special, dedicated contest video in the next few days. The title of the video will be something like Crazy New York Drivers eBay Shipping Supplies Contest. And it will have no eBay topics on it at all. I will just tell you what the contest is and what you have to do to win the $50 worth of shipping supplies. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're all going to enjoy it. Sales this week were excellent. You may remember last Friday I complained about 2 slow days, Thursday and Friday. They were terrible. And I was scared because of the changes eBay's been undertaking on the site with the item specifics. A lot of people died off last Tuesday. I kept it going till Thursday. I died off Thursday and Friday. But then Saturday, bang, right back. And I've been busy right through the whole week. I have no slow days. I have no complaints. Nothing to say about that. So I'm very satisfied sales-wise. Guys, I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Thank you for watching this video. Every Friday night I make these videos to try and help you stay successful as a seller on eBay. If you think I'm doing a good job, please leave me a thumbs up. It tells me I'm on point and appreciated. If you don't think I did a good job, tell me in the comments section what you want me to hit up, and I'll be more than happy to try and attack it next week. Remember, I'm a seller friend, not a seller critic or skeptic of any kind. I've solved a lot of problems. I'm still making money online. I've never worn a mask on any of my videos, and I never will. I've never distorted my voice because I feel that's dishonest and unscrupulous. So heck yeah, I'm a CEO and a CFO of my own company. So that being said, go out there, make a ton of money on eBay, rock on, and peace! Well, I have to tell you guys, you dodged a bullet again tonight because I didn't make any sales through the duration of the video, which means you didn't get to hear me sing or see me dance. But you will. You will in the future. Don't you worry about that. So yeah, I also made a video last Sunday about a crazy police chase on the Palisades Parkway. So if you didn't get to see it, guys, check it out. I think it's quite interesting. And I'm telling you, people in this neighborhood, in this whole area, New York City, New Jersey, driving like freaking crazy. Like crazy. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Hope your sales were great. Go out there and please, for the love of God, don't be fishy!